February 27th. We back. Me and my squad, we had a little double up last night. Shout out to Icy Mike. He put me on to a new platform, which nobody's covering on YouTube, and I'm going to start covering it with Prize Picks, seeing that because their props are literally just about the same. The numbers are just about the same. I can't see my Mamba mentality, but that's what I got. Mamba mentality up there, man. So yeah, it's called Outlast DFS. You click the link in the description and get your first deposit matched up to $200. If it's your first time watching a Prize Picks video or you thinking about playing Prize Picks, click the other link and get your first deposit matched up to $100. So I'm liking Outlast. Haven't tried it yet, actually. I've only loaded money on there. I loaded $250, and just put it like this. I loaded up $250 on there, and the amount of money that my account is worth now is, I'd say, like $650 or something like that. So I uploaded $250, and now I got enough points, promo money, and my original money to play $600 worth of things. And you only need to get like 3 right to win like 6 times. Outlast DFS, click my link in the description. If you don't know what the description is, it's click the little arrow on your right hand side under the video. It's the description. Click that and use my link and get your first deposit matched up to $200 on Outlast DFS. Shout out Icy Mike. Also, if you don't have a Prize Picks yet, click my link under that description, under Outlast link, and it's going to get your first deposit matched up to $100. So that means you can upload 10, 5, 15, and they'll give you that. So essentially, you're playing for free. You can't beat it, man. You can't beat it. And there's somebody here with a platform that's giving you the picks. We're going to move on to our game time decisions and our people who already been ruled out for today. Already ruled out, we got Chris Paul, Cameron Payne, Norman Powell, Marvin Bagley. That's a big one. Hopefully they throw Kelly Olynyk on the board. Gordon Hayward, Klay Thompson. That's another big one. Yusuf Nurkic, Anthony Davis, and Avery Bradley. Game time decisions, we got Aaron Holiday, Rudy Gay, Chris Duarte, Lance Stevenson, KPJ, Kevin Porter Jr., Winslow, LeBron. Game time decision. Booker's going to have to go over 27.5 points, 39.5 PRA, and 4.5 free throws made. Cameron Johnson also is going to have to go over 14.5 points and 21.5 PRA. Same thing with Mikal Bridges. They're going to need him, 22.5 PRA. If this is a blowout, I only still like Booker's points if this is a blowout because he's going to put the shots up. Spider Mitchell, got Donovan Mitchell. I like it over on his points. And I like at 26.5, and I like the over on 16.5 points for Bogdanovich at 16.5 is a steal, simply because we know Bogdanovich is a 20-point-a-night guy. We got him on a discount today, I guess, because it's the weekend or whatever. So I like Bogdanovich over 16.5 regardless. I like Donovan Mitchell. If it becomes a blowout, it will be because Donovan Mitchell has gone over 26.5 and Bogdanovich is going over 16.5. I hope that makes sense. And Jordan Clarkson off the bench, I'm liking the over on 12.5 points. Whether it's a blowout or not, we all know, no matter what's been going on lately, 12.5 points for Jordan Clarkson is a deal. Jaylen Brown over 25.5 points and over 5.5 rebounds. Robert Williams, Time Lord, over 11 points, over 11 rebounds, over 24.5 PRA. If the game could stay close, it could become a blowout, but if the game could stay close, definitely. We got Luke Kennard with the Clippers, over 12.5 points. I'm going to keep taking this until he gets me. I don't think he's going to get me. Over 17.5 PRA. He's getting extra minutes. No Norman Powell. Over 2.5 3-pointers made. We all know Luke Kennard out there shooting like he on 2K. Terrence Mann been crushing this lately. 13.5 points. 5.5 rebounds, 22.5 PRA. I'll probably take the PRA myself because I was so disappointed with myself against the Lakers. I didn't take the PRA, and I knew he would expose them with no Norman Powell, Covington come off the bench. I mean, it was an easy PRA, and I didn't take it. We got Jalen Green, 15.5 points. I like the over. He just played these guys February 11th, so a little over 2 weeks ago. Houston and Clippers just played each other, and I think it dropped 20 points. But you got to remember, there was no Eric Gordon in that game. Eric Gordon did not play in that game. Isaiah Stewart against Charlotte. I like the over on 9.5 points, just like he just did against them a few weeks ago. 9.5 rebounds. Plumlee can't do anything with him. So you pick your poison on that. So I like the points and I like the rebounds. I probably like the rebounds more than I like the points, but I like both of them against Mason Plumlee and PJ Washington in there. And, you know, Montrezl Harrell coming off the bench. So hopefully he can get his just due because last time he ate this team up, but Montrezl wasn't there. And Montrezl don't get ate up. He does the eat. PJ Washington over 11.5 points. Self-explanatory, going against the same team. Got Jeremy Grant if the game stays close. Over 17.5 if he knocks his shots down. Not one of my top plays, not even close. Probably one of my bottom plays. But games can stay a little close. These two teams, last time they played, the total was like 260. Scary Terry, we got Rozier. They call him Scary Terry because of his play. Since he was in Kentucky. With Montrezl Harrell, by the way. I said Kentucky, I meant Louisville. I call him Scary Terry because you don't know what he gonna do. It's scary. Either he gonna drop a dub or he gonna become a dub. I'm going over 5.5 assists as well. I got LaMelo going over 7.5 assists. If the 230 total can imply again with these two teams. Kevon Looney, I think this is a lock. Going against Dallas, no big man. I like him over 6.5 points. And I like Kevon Looney over 7.5 rebounds. Dwight Powell can't do anything with Looney. He's actually gotten better over the years. And can't do anything with him. So I like him over 16.5 PRA, 7.5 rebounds, 6.5 points. Dinwiddie, new team, Dallas. Crushed this last game. Doubled it. So I'm expecting him going against the Warriors, whether it's a blowout or not. I'm expecting Dinwiddie to go over 8.5 points. Scoring got to come from somewhere, man. I mean, Tim Hardaway's out. You know, they traded away a couple pieces. I mean, it's just no Porzingis there no anymore. Like, the scoring got to come from somewhere, man. Reggie Bullock and Brunson and all those boys, Finney Smith, they're not going to be able to just get it done by themselves. I'm not saying they can't, because they can. They're still NBA players, but low tier. 15.5 PRA for Dinwiddie. Luka over 8.5 assists. If these guys are knocking their shots down, I love that. Will Barton got us last night. He had 13 points. We had him over 15.5. I'm going right back with him. He's the second leading scorer on with the injuries that Denver's had this year. He's the second leading scorer, but you got to take in consideration that Austin Rivers is back. And you got to take in consideration that Austin Rivers is back with Monte Morris. I got him over 12.5 points, but like I said, Austin Rivers is back. But he's not a top-tier scorer for that team. He's like probably one of the worst scorers. So it doesn't really bother me. Got Devontae Graham going against the Lakers. I think this may be a high-scoring game. If LeBron plays or not, I like the over on 10.5 points for Devontae Graham. Brandon Ingram, we all know who drafted him. The Lakers got a chip on the shoulder. Lakers just sent them off to New Orleans. But Brandon Ingram is definitely on my list, 21.5 over. LeBron, if he plays, he's game time decision. Like I said, if this is going to be a good game, LeBron's going to have to go over 29.5, 7.5 rebounds, and 6 assists. I'm looking for a 30, 10, and 10 game from LeBron. You heard it here first. Zubac, Clippers going against Houston, weak in the paint. Zubac is weak himself, but he's gotten better. Christian Wood's weak in the paint. There's nothing he could do with Zubac in there, so I like the over on 8.5 rebounds for Zubac and 21.5 PRA. Russell Westbrook over 6.5 rebounds, over 3.5 free throws made against New Orleans. He definitely going to get to that rack. You know, no Anthony Davis scoring's going to have to pick up. Russell showing that he going to get back to his old self. You know, he's still taking jumpers because they leaving him wide open, but at the same time, he's getting to that rack, man. That's what Russell do. Sadiq Bey going against Charlotte. He had 24 real points against them. They got his PRA at 24.5. So, no brainer. I love the 24.5 PRA over for Sadiq Bey. He already showed he can score 25, 24 points against this team a few weeks ago. Andrew Wiggins, no Klay Thompson. I got the over on 21.5 PRA. It's a no-brainer. I mean, if they're going to beat Dallas, because Dallas coming at them tonight. No Klay. Somebody's going to have to do some of that scoring. Somebody's going to have to help Steph. And who better to do it than the person who plays the most minutes on the team other than Steph? Andrew Wiggins. I got him over 21.5 PRA. 29.5 PRA over for Josh Hart. He's showing that he can go over on Milwaukee, teams like that. He was dogging them, you know, putting them numbers against Boston when he was still in New Orleans, one of his last games. I mean, he could show you something like this. Applies to Outlast DFS. Download the app. Use my link in the description to get your first deposit matched up to $200. Also, if you're new to PrizePicks, use my other link in the description to get your first deposit matched up to $100. Also, click the Discord link so that we could talk about whatever you want to talk about. Ask a million questions. You can reach me on Facebook at Chris with a K. Everybody have a good weekend. We're going to get right back to it Monday.